First, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. I also want to say double honors to the apostles and elders of James Stone, and to the Akim that are out there preaching this truth in sincerity. The Pulelek, Shalom to you. This is Brother Kanan here with a quick lesson, and this lesson basically, the video is going to explain clearly why America, and I mean under Mr. Trump himself, basically ran to this deal. And I mean this deal between Iran and America, this memorandum of understanding that they're trying to accomplish, are trying to draw to a peace deal. And this is just to highlight the broader picture that this is the Most High warrior, and there's no peace coming from these people. There's no peace coming from these evil men that basically rules over this earth, starting from Edomites, which they are the real true rulers of this earth to this day. They're not Shalom, they're not Yahushai. They ain't gonna bring peace to society and everybody's gonna live happily. It's not gonna happen. And really and truly what happened is that Iran basically had them by the balls, in the sense where, basically the economy was going to crash. In a sense, that's where it's heading. The economy is heading to a crash state. It's still on that part because as we're speaking right now, guess who is pushing the war just the same? The Israelis, the fake people that decide that they want to take on the true name, the name that ties you to the son, to being the son of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Those people are still, because this so-called peace deal that they are ceasefire, which we want to call it, is not looking good for them. They are the real perpetrator behind most things. They are the demons behind most of the wars that you're seeing taking place in the Middle East. All right. Now I'm gonna play the video and just get a few scriptures out. All right. So let's play and you hear what the big pressure point was. Right.
Welcome back. As President Trump engaged in this negotiation with Iran, the question has always, Tim, been hanging over his head whether or not he needs the deal more than the Iranians do. And let me play what he said today about that. Listen. This is President Trump talking about the ships needing to go through the Strait of Hormuz.
But what this does is it allows the ships to go. If we keep bombing, those ships won't be going. And you're talking about $500, $600, $700 million a day. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. That's why the world is okay. It's liquid. It's fine. Also, we run out of reserves in about 4 weeks. There are reserves all over the world.
Let me pause it just to highlight what he was saying. Donald Trump talk. He's saying that if they keep bombing, basically, the ships them not go pass through because it's a war. And in the time of war, trading slows down, especially if there's a blockade on these choke points that trading take place, especially something as important as oil and gas. Other things as well, medical supplies, fertilizer and all these things. We're heading into a famine and a total chaotic environment. And there's a time frame which it can't last over. That's the point. So they were gonna choke it, even if they were gonna lose men. They were gonna choke it to the point that the world really feels it. And America know that they're the time frame. And I'm sure these men are devils. These men are devils that lie through their teeth. Estranged from the womb. They're from the womb. They are basically liars. And if you don't have sense and can listen to dissect what is being said from what is taking place, then you're going to be deceived in the foolishness that you're talking. Because Trump always has said, I'm not pressured by any time frame. I can go on and on. Knowing that if certain things happen to a certain time period, this would be the example. But guess what? They have to save face. And the idiots that live in the world when I have no freaking sense, right? They sit down and take the bull crap. day in, day out. That's what they are. They're sheeps that just listen and don't think for themselves. All right? So they knew that, look, they had a time frame that it would not be so great. You know what I mean? Also, the election is coming up as well. It would not look so great for him either, even though this is a smaller level, a smaller scale as to what is coming. So they had to make some move at some point. And guess what? Israel is not moving with them. The so-called Israelis, the Israelis, not a Jew people, them. Those people, right, headed by Mr. Bibi himself, you see me, does, you know, want to worry because him and him followers them in a deep pit. Him and his fake people them as well in a deep pit, which they are all Edomites. You know what I mean? But let me play some more of the video so we can get to where we need to get.
And we would really run out, and there'll be a time when you wouldn't be able to get it. And you want to see Bedlam?
You want to see Bedlam? Come on, man, yo. They know this, but they lie to the people them consistently. They lie, and more lies. Right? Then tell them, oh, we are warring for this reason, or this purpose. But didn't accomplish that purpose that they said they were, but then say that they're winning. And I mean, oh, Iran was gonna get to a nuclear bomb within if we didn't attack them, right? But then they're attacking. But what did they accomplish in stopping them from making it? The 10 bombs that they say they could have made, the 10 nuclear bombs they say could have made, nothing that was done. All thing happened in this time frame passed and some people dead. But all that was there that they could have used to make 10 bombs still exists. Absolutely nothing changes, yo. Nothing that changed more than just lies and people suffering and market manipulation and all of these bullcrap. But let's play some more.
So if he's saying that today, do you really think the Iranians weren't aware that that was the pressure that he knew was there and that he needed this deal really badly in order to prevent that from happening?
Well, Abby, I look at this in sort of two parts.
So
and I don't
get that, because that's what people do. They lie and continue to lie even if evidence is still there. And I mean, of course the Iranians knew that, look, we're going to die, we may die, but if we can hold out as a regime, as an overall nation, we can really put pressure upon this earth where every country in the world feels it. Jamaica, the Caribbean, America, China, every country, Russia, the Allies, every country. And therefore, every country would come trying to prevent or come to some negotiation to basically, look, we need to stop this and allow some form of, reconciliation for things flow the way it should be. So of course, Mr. Liar, Pants on Fire had to make some type of drastic moves and accept what was being placed on the table, which is as a loss. And they're just playing it down the road because it's going to go back to a war. It's already heading back to our because the streets still blocked because of those gutter rats. It is still blocked. It didn't change. So the threat for the entire world being under a certain economic crisis by August is so real. People will be suffering if this persists until August. And it not what we know because Trump have got either dry and go start bomb again and try to attack fully, or he have to try to get the Israelis them over there to comply, which they are not complying because it doesn't benefit them. And again, it go back to the scripture: the least shall draw them out. They say, oh, these are our best allies, but our best allies give two shit about what happened in America. Again, it's all an agenda and a plot, but I mean, just read the script and watch what is taking place. So I'm going to read 2 precepts and wrap it up. All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and I'm just going to jump to the point. All right, that's 3 and 1. To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. There's a time for everything. All right, I'm going to jump to the point that I want to make in this lesson. This is verse 8. It says, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And if you're wise, you can watch the time and realize we are in a time of war. It's just wars upon wars and rumors of wars taking place. And the Bible tells that when you see wars and rumors of wars, know that the time is near. Right? Know that it's the return a time for basically your salvation, for your return, for your washing your shall return. It's that time. It's that season, that period. You know, must be exact. No, it's a period and transition showing you what is taking place for you to know that you're in that period or season. Right? So all those false prophets out there that are speaking about peace in a time of war, you're a liar just as Donald Trump. Right? You're a false prophet, right? And you know nothing about the Bible and about God's will. You have no knowledge. And the people that will believe and hope otherwise, you are just as dumb and stupid for you try go against the will of God. Because what is the Lord's will? That there will be a time of war before Him return. And Him plan for return. So if you are saying, no war enough to go on, you're saying that you're not supposed to return. And that goes again to show you that you don't love Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. You don't love the God of the Bible. You don't believe that the laws that exist and how society is supposed to run according to the Bible should be the way. You want wickedness. You want people that profess evil every day. You know what I mean? Continuously, all sort of manner of wickedness. Just live your life how you wish. And that's why you're going to be judged just as all those other wicked ass people. You know what I mean? And the thing is, a lot of people are going to suffer some serious situation before the Lord take them out. Because you're a wicked ass person. Alright? Let me get to the next precept. This is Jeremiah chapter, let's get to the point, 6 and verse 14. Right? It says, they have healed also the earth. Let's start, verse 13. For from the least of them even unto the greatest of them, everyone is given to covetousness, and from the prophet even unto the priest, everyone dealeth falsely. They have healed also the earth of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace. Right? So we can stop there. There's no peace. There's no long-lasting peace deal. Right? Them say something today, and by a week, sometimes even I'm not at all. They're in a ceasefire and fire still a fire, shot still a fire. But them say, it's when they talk about the Middle East, it's a different type of ceasefire. It's when you have less fire. Cease means stop. It doesn't mean gradually decline or less fire. If you use a fire 10 shot, I know you have fire 5 means a ceasefire. No, you're still firing shot. Right? But they try to bend the truth to their narrative. And if you listen to them and believe in these idiots, then you're just stupid as hell. So that don't want to make it too long. Hope someone was edified. Shalom. This is the real reason, Salakia. This is the real reason why Trump and America decided that they want to cut some form of ceasefire to open up the flow so that basically the world don't run out and go down to their reserves. Right? That's the real reason. So again, I want to say shalom.